Okay folks, I was recently asked to tie some Scottish shrimp fly patterns on social media. So I'm going to tie this fly here. Now, this fly here is called the black shrimp, and this originated on the River Ness, but it's widely used all over Scotland and Ireland, and it's a good fly to have in your box for late spring fish. So I'm just going to show you how to put the wee fly together. Now, the hook I have in the vise is a size 10 partridge patriot double. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is a uni thread 80 in black. So I just simply come in and get the thread started behind the eye of the hook, snag on a few turns and remove the waist tag. Now, the tag on the fly and the rib on both the rear and the front body is going to be a small oval silver tinsel. I'm just going to offer this in underneath, catch it in the way down, bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook, and then just run your thread down, tying this in. Now I'm just going to bring the thread down until I'm in line with the point of the hook, and then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel. On the 5th turn, just bring it up, and in between the 2 hooks, come around with a turn to hold and a couple of turns to secure that in. And then you can come in and trim away the oval silver tinsel. Now, the tail on the fly, you can use a large black cock haggle, or in this case I'm going to use a dyed black golden pheasant breast feather. So I'm just going to come in here, just select the feather. I'm just going to come in, remove all the rubbish from the bottom, don't need it. Come in, just stroke back the fibres to reveal a tip on the feather, just to get yourself a 10 in point. And then I'm just going to offer this up to the hook. Just going to come around with a turn to hold, another turn to secure, fold back the tip, bring your thread back up over. Now just bring your thread up out of the way, just to give yourself room to work. I don't want to let go of the tip because I don't want to be spending an age trying to find it. So just come in and remove your tip of your haggle, and then just stroke back the fibres on the stem, and then just bring your feather round, one turn in front of the other. Now, I'm going to use this whole wee feather up. Now, don't worry, just concentrate on getting the feather onto the hook. Don't worry if it's spinning around in relation to the feathers catching in on each other. We'll sort that out in a second. Now just keep a hold of your stem, bring your thread back down into position, keeping a hold of the stem, just fly it around with the thread, get it turning to hold. I want the wee fibres, so I'm just going to hold them back. Now you want to try and keep the body as smooth as possible, so I'm just going to keep the stem on my side of the hook up to there, and then you can keep your thread tight. Usually break it away if it's nice and strong, so I'm just going to come in and trim it. Now I'm just going to come in with an old brush and just brush out the tail. Just come in and brush it out. Just get everything sitting nice. Now on the way back down, we're going to get another length of our oval silver tinsel for a rib. Same as the tag, oval silver tinsel and small. I'm just going to tie this in underneath again. A couple of turns, bring the oval silver tinsel under the hook, and then just run your thread down, tied up against your tail. Rear body, uni floss, bright yellow. So I'm just going to take a length of this off, come away from the spool, then just come in, just offer it up to the hook, just pull it into length, then just run your thread up, tying in the floss to there. Now just want to get a nice tight turn onto the tail. Just want to see what way I'm sitting. Stay on. Just a nice tight turn onto the tail, and then just open your floss out. Just by moving it from side to side, it'll open the floss out for you. Just bring it up the body to there. Follow it around with your thread in a couple of nice tight turns to secure that in. Then just come in and clip away the excess of the floss, and you can bring up your rib. You're getting 3 turns of the oval silver tinsel on the rear body to there. Follow it around with your thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure that in. Then just come in and trim away the excess. Now the mid haggle, it's just an orange Chinese cock haggle. So just going to stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. After this, up to the hook, just come around with a turn to hold, another turn to secure, fold back the tip, just bring your thread back up over the tip and the haggle, then come in, locate the tip, break it away. Now, just going to come in with my scissors, just stroke back the fibres on the stem. Then you're just looking 1 turn in front of the other. Now the turns of haggle are up to you, but they're usually dictated, in my opinion, by the quality of the feather that you're putting onto the hook. So that's 2 turns. Now we'll come around with another one. That's 3 to there. Now keep a hold of the stem with the haggle. Follow it around with your thread. Now just looking to get nice tight turns now into the stem. Right the whole way up, keeping the thread tight. I can break that away. Now I can do that because the stem is thin. Then just bring my thread up to there. Now, just going to come in with my brush again. Just give it a wee brush out. On the way back down, we're going to catch in another length of our oval silver tinsel in small. Just going to catch it in, bring it in underneath again. Then I'm going to run my thread down, tight up against the mid haggle. Nice and tight, right up against it. Body. The front, you need floss in black. Just come in, take a length of this off, trim it away from the spool. After this, up to the hook, just pull it in the length. And then just run my thread up, tying this in to there. Then just bring up your floss, much like you did with the rear body. Nice tight turn at the middle haggle, and then 1 turn in front of the other, up the body to there. Now bring up your floss, follow it across with your thread. A couple of turns will secure that in. Then come in and trim away the excess. Then you can bring up your oval silver tinsel. Much like the rear body, 3 turns of the oval silver tinsel at the front is grand to there. Keep it up, follow it across with your thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure. Then come in and trim the excess away. Now, the front haggle can be black cock, or in this occasion I'm going to use a black hen haggle. So I'm just going to come in and just take some of the fluff away from the bottom. Stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. After the feather up to the hook with the tip, round with a turn to hold, another turn to secure. I'm going to fold back the tip, bring my thread back up over the tip of the haggle, secure it in. Now just come in, locate the tip, break it away. Now with this being a hen haggle and the fibre being a wee bit more dense, you don't want to put too much on this, so like your fly's heavily dressed. Now that's 1 turn, so I'm going to put another one in to there, bring it round, bring the thread up, catching in the stem, nice and tight. Now just going to hold my thread. I'm going to strip away the remainder of the fibre that's on the stem. Now I'm keeping my thread tight, I'm going to fold the stem back and bring my thread up over the top of the stem of the haggle. Now keeping my thread tight, just going to come in and you can break away the stem. Now I'm just going to come in with my brush again, just brush everything up, brush everything out. Now I'm going to put some jungle cat on the fly. Enough 2 eyes here, so I'm just going to get these leveled up on my hand. So it's the wee eyes there. And I'm just going to stroke back the fibres. I don't like to take them off, I just like to stroke them back to get a tan in point for the 2 jungle cat eyes up to the hook. Just fold them down each side, come around with a couple of loose turns now, just to hold them in position for you. And then you can come in and see, just make sure that there's the same length. Right. Just checking. Right, I'm happy enough with that. So I'm just going to hold the 2 eyes down with another couple of tight turns towards the eye, and then I'm going to fold back the stems. Right, just take your time, come in, get the stems folded back, and then just bring your thread up over the top of the stems to hand them in. You can build your head up here at the same time, nice and tight. Now, keeping the thread tight, you can come in, break away the stems of the haggle. Now, keeping the thread tight, just come in with your whip finishing tool and just throw in a whip finish. Put the thread up nice and tight, come in with your scissors, trim it away. Okay, now you can put varnish on, but just for a bit of extra security, I'm just going to put some super glue on the head, just on the head, nowhere else. Don't want this going into your haggles. Then once that's dry, I'll come in, a couple of coats of varnish on the head just to seal everything up, and there you go guys. That's the black shrimp. Now there's 2 versions of it. This is the first version. There's another version of it which is called the black shrimp 2, and at the front it has a black over a yellow haggle just at the front. So look, give that fly a wee go, and hopefully you can catch you a few fish.